Okay.
I had to re-listen to the ending like a few nights ago and forgot that I did threaten to just kill the house with God.
Hmm. You did just go, this is God, and God's gonna kill you if you
Yeah.
don't stop.
I couldn't say it with a straight face then, and I can't say it with a straight face now.
Nope.
All right, this is your house, your home. It fears God. You want to narrate us in?
Okay. uh, welcome to our 12 FPS today, which is called So the House Fears God. Now what? My name is Zen. I will, as stated, be playing the house and also its occupants, maybe, perhaps, a little bit.
Who
The
can
house
say?
fears God. Mm-hmm.
I'm Alex. I'll be playing Chibi'gi'd, who put the fear of God in this house.
They sure did.
Yes. Big pause. That's just the
Mm.
fear of God in the room.
Okay. So, I guess the first question is, did you like try to reach out and contact Finn before making this visit to see the estate again, or did you just show up?
I think Chibi'gi'd sent a letter of like a cordial letter, like, "Hi, this is the merch. We're gonna be going around for an inspection just to see that everything's like not bad, and that like the thing that went down is still like cool and all, and like very like cordial letters and very fancy font and everything. Had like one of those like mushroom like patterns on the letter itself.
Oh, fancy.
Very fancy, but like it's very threatening in the thing of like, hey, we're just making sure that it all worked out and we don't have to kill the house.
Mm, it's such a
Look,
hilarious concept.
you don't
Okay.
bring immortality into a place that shouldn't have immortality. That's breaking the cycle, and you don't do that. That's against merch. That's against phone guide.
Mm-hmm. So in that case, since you sent a letter ahead, like whenever you do arrive, like Finn will be waiting there and like open the door. What time of day would Chibi-God come to visit? Like,
um, well, they visited in the night last time, so I think they want to see it during the day.
mm-hmm, that
So,
makes
like sometime around like 1.
mhm, makes sense. In the daylight, the house is less scary. I don't know if it was scary to you the first time around, but in the daylight, you can see a lot more of the like peeling paint and like general disrepair of the house.
I
Uh,
see.
Listen, would you go paint the house? Knowing now
Look,
what you do about it?
well, not knowing that I do now, no, but like like Finn was like, giving stuff people to the house for a while. They could have brought in like a painter in and just went, "Hey, go at it."
See how much you can do before the house eats you.
We're going for a high score here. Go. Are you
Oh
beating
my
up the
god.
house?
I'm just smacking my fist on the table. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, so when you show up, I guess you'd like knock on the door and Finn opens it. And I've forgotten, I didn't really do a voice for Finn.
You can
Um,
do a voice now.
I will not. I don't. um, and they're
The
like,
team refuses.
I'm not the DM tonight. Uh, but yeah, Finn opens the door and is like, uh, Chibi guy, Yeah, good to see you back. How have you been?
I've been good, filling some files, paperwork about this whole thing.
Paperwork with who?
Well, with the merch, you have to like file stuff in for like, stuff breaking the cycle, so you don't have to like follow up with it by like finding clues. It is very hard to go after stuff when you don't have any paperwork on it.
That it is. Do you want to come in?
Yeah, sure. This is what this visit is about.
Yeah, they'll hold the door open and invite you inside.
And inside we go.
Hmm.
And I assume it's about the same kind of like travel. The house hasn't rearranged itself.
You are in like the entryway hall which is where it was last time and where you would expect it to be. Not like that big fancy entry hall with the piano, but like the same room you entered into last time.
Yeah.
There are not quite as many cobwebs in here, but
Oh, you've done some dusting.
uh, yeah, those were mostly Halloween decorations, so I try to keep it a bit nicer the
Oh,
rest of the year.
I do have to say, I am thankful that you are at least part ghost. I cannot say how many ghouls that I thought were like ghouls and were actually just people in weird costumes.
I don't know how to respond to that, so I think Finn is just like looking down at you. I kind of want them to roll like insight on that to see if Chibi'gi'd is being genuine, but I don't think I have a sheet for Finn.
An eyebrow raise.
They're just like staring. Like, are you
Oh yeah, the
messing
ghost does.
here?
The sheet doesn't have eyebrows.
No.
So
They've got.
I guess the first question is, have you been inviting any people into your house for the house to eat it?
No, no.
All right, that's good. We're learning here.
I mean, I mean,
Do you
it's
have any? Do you have anywhere to sit down to like discuss with the house itself?
yeah, we could go to like a sitting room or something. Um,
Is
and
the runes on the back of the door thing are the is the understanding rune added to it now, like magically?
um, no,
Oh,
those were like all carved in, so they'd have to be carved in anywhere else you want them. I think.
all right. You had that rune book with you, right?
I mean, I had a rune book. I think you guys used it for fixing the circle. I did I get that back? I haven't really needed to check it, so I'm not sure.
If you didn't get that back, uh, I'm not sure where it would have gone.
I mean, if someone just kept it out of
Well,
character, who was holding on to the rune book?
I'm not sure because like, what,
I think like Guzma,
Chibi'gi'd tried, and then like Tess had it at one point. I
like
think.
like Guzma had the enchantment book, and I think kept it. but I don't remember who had the rune. I think Chibi carried it at one point.
Chibi did carry at one point, but they get like failed an investigation check, and like I think, um, what was your character's name? Not the sheep. I'm
Barbara?
bad with names. Yeah, Barbara. They like yoinked it to look at the book, and then Guzma also had it at one point, and it was a whole thing.
Hmm. Let's just say that book has vanished into someone's hammer space fumble table, and we don't know whose.
Fun experiment for later.
It has been disappeared. No one knows who has it.
Which is always a good sign. So that means everyone has it.
Schrodinger's Book of Runes.
So, can the house even understand us in this living room? The sitting room.
You're not in the sitting room yet. You're still in the hallway because we took a little detour.
Let's go to the sitting room.
Yeah, so Finn leads you down the hall to the first doorway, and opens it up, and it's the front porch.
Weird
Like as if
sitting
you'd,
room.
like as if you'd opened up the front door of the house again. And Finn shuts the door and tries opening it again, and now it's like the back door. And they're like,
Chibi'gi'd reaches into their inventory and pulls out a paper. It's, you know, like Home Sweet Home and like embroidery. It's like that, but instead it just says "Die Home Die."
what the? What are you doing with this sheet of paper?
I'm just gonna put it on the wall. It has like sticky stuff on the back of it, so it just like tapes on. Some anti-home propaganda to help us through this.
The hallway starts shaking as the house tries to knock it down.
It's very well stuck on. Should we roll for this?
Sure. I also don't have stats for the fucking house.
Why didn't you have stats for the house? It had to do an Arcana check last time.
I asked in the DM chat if anyone had tips on making stats for a genius loci, and nobody else had done it. So I'm like, it's fine. I'll just roll a d20 and we'll see how that goes. What is Chibi'gi'd rolling to contest?
I think like spell stuff.
What spell is he are they casting?
No, I don't think it's the casting. I think it's just like sticky stuff that's just on there. Oh God, what would they roll?
Dexterity maybe, because for how well you put the poster up.
Oh, that's my dumb stat. Okay.
I mean, if you want to make an argument for strength instead. You kind of glitched out there.
I laughed. That Chibi'gi'd stuck that on really well with their big, strong mushroom muscles. And no, they did not.
Okay. The house successfully manages to shake down the die home die poster that you tried to put up, and it falls to the floor.
I see it's still kind of animated. And Chibi'gi'd picks it up and puts it right back on the wall.
Oh my god. We're just gonna be here all day. And Finn is like, well, it's kind of always been animated. I mean, more so since you guys added that rune, I think, but
I don't think it wants me in the house.
I don't think it does.
I wonder why.
Is that a genuine question, or
No, it's just like, I wonder why, like stomps foot on the ground.
the door in front of Finn slams closed in response.
Now we'd like to go to the sitting room.
Roll persuasion.
1 foot mushroom out here threatening house.
Mm,
Oh. Oh. The dice don't like me today.
oh, it's in a different channel. Oh, that's a nat one. Oh
Oh,
boy.
that is the wrong chat, huh?
Mm. It's fine. It's a nat one anyway.
It's a nat 1 on me
Yeah.
finding the right channel and persuading the house.
Yeah, the door opens back up and it's the front porch again.
Can you talk to your house?
In general, or about this specifically?
In this specific situation.
I mean, I can try, I guess?
Please do.
Okay. I'm just gonna say Finn has a +1 to persuasion and might get advantage on this if they need it. Yeah, okay. They have experience trying to talk to the house. That went worse. So we'll go with the 11. And like, I think Finn is like, I know they threatened to hurt you, but like, if you play along, if you don't play along now, they might actually.
Chibi'gi'd doing like the thing of like crossed arm tapping their foot on the ground.
Yeah, there's like the sound of wind howling through the house, and it sounds like, no, get out.
Uh, I'd like to bring my
Alex?
oh good, my computer froze. Oh,
I
there I am.
heard that you'd like to bring your, and then you cut out.
Yeah, it froze. The holy symbol out.
Okay.
I would like to threaten this house.
Again, we're threatening the house. Okay. Roll intimidation.
Yep. You know me, threaten house.
If it ain't broke, don't
My
fix
God.
it. Although that heat is not looking so hot. What does Chibi'gi'd say to try to threaten the house?
We are here to talk about your recent actions, and if you'd learned your lesson, and if I see that you have not, then the merch will, you know, kill you. And Chibi'gi'd is trying to just like flashing the holy symbol up to the ceiling because they don't have like a direct like way to like show eyes to the house.
Mm-hmm. The house does in fact not have any eyes, so.
Damn, it's one of those eyeless houses. Who knew?
Oh my god. Yeah,
what?
and the house is just like uh I'm trying to figure out how to word this. The house is like I'm already almost alone. Isn't that enough proof?
The problem is not you having people in the house, it's more you keeping them forever. That was the main problem that at least I had.
Well, I'm not keeping anyone now. So
You know, we're just
you
here to
can leave.
discuss this. No, I'm not leaving. The house yawns.
No! The house most definitely does not yawn. The house like slams the door shut and then opens it onto a parlor. It's dirty. It's like dusty and in disuse, but it is a parlor and not an exit door.
I guess we'll use this one.
Are you going into the room then?
Yeah, sure. We'll go in here.
Yeah, Finn will follow behind.
Is Finn really out here watching a mushroom threaten his house?
I mean, they're not gonna protect the house.
Yeah.
Threatening the house so far has been the only thing that worked. So.
Is there like a table and chairs that Fun Guide could like sit at? Or Chibi'gi'd?
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's like table and chairs.
Fun Guide comes into the room. God.
God coming into the room on behalf of their disciple, like. So, house, I heard you've been naughty.
Parent-teacher meeting.
Yeah, there's like a table and chairs in here. They're kind of dusty, but you know, usable.
Like, tall chairs, so Chibi'gi'd has to like hop up on them.
I mean, how short would chairs have to be for Chibi'gi'd to not have to hop up onto them?
This is a fair question.
They're like armchairs, like
Okay.
the plush armchair kind of thing.
So not like bar stools.
No.
Yeah, Chibi'gi'd like hops in a chair and like takes like a position of like if they had fingers they'd be like crossed together and like hand holds in front of their like on their lap.
Mm-hmm. Finn will sit down like across from you, nervously looking around at the house.
Is there like runes in this room?
I'll say yeah, there's like a fireplace with some runes carved into like the bricks.
Alright. I don't know why I'm investigating if there's runes. They're here now.
Mm-hmm. They're here now.
So since October 31st, was that the day when it happened?
We can say yes.
Okay. Since October 31st, what have you been doing with the house? As a way to, like, you know, guide people out or what have you.
I mean, pretty much everyone found their way out the first day or so. So, not much since then.
Well, that's good. I'm still concerned on some people being from the ye olden days. Did you know that that could happen?
What, that people got stuck in there for That long?
Yeah, and still, like, retain their youth.
I mean, kinda. I didn't really have any direct interactions with people the house took, but there was never any sign of anyone dying while the house had them, so makes sense, I guess.
And house, why did you keep people from the olden days? Other than just keeping them?
Uh,
This is a trip to the principal's office, and Chibi'gi'd is the principal. You've been very naughty.
You can like hear the wind going through the house, but it doesn't sound like words. You may want to rephrase that question because the house seems confused.
Why did you keep people from hundreds of years ago other than just having them in the house? Or is that your only reason?
Uh, so the house is like just to keep them. I'm not allowed to let them get hurt. I don't want them to get hurt.
Are you just kind of a lonely house?
And the house is like, they were mine.
Well, no, that's not how people work. Did you just want to have people in your house, inside of you, and that was just your goal, besides the rules? Because you and me both know that the rules were just secondhand to all of this.
You were asking this house some very leading questions, my dude.
Is leading the witness. Who can say?
I think the house just repeats, like, they were mine. I liked to watch them.
You, you like to watch them?
Yes.
Yes, smiles.
I mean, the house doesn't have any other facial features.
Um, what about Finn here? Did you not like them? They're here.
Not always.
Just imagine being Finn in this room.
Yeah, Finn's just sitting here. They're just sitting here, you guys.
Are you just more concerned with having people in you than just being alone?
Even I don't know how to parse that one, Alex.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I had a stroke. It's this house, I tell you. Do you just want to have people in you, and that's why you kept taking people?
Yes.
Just the Chibi'gi'd is reaching into their inventory, and they bring out a book, that just says "Fun Guide" and "you" on the top of it, then boy, do I have a thing for you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And they put the book on the table, and then they reach into their inventory and they take out like a small like potted mushroom, and also put it on the table. I'd like to introduce you to religion. You don't have to fear God. You can have the spirit of God within you, and thus not be lonely. But be aware, there are some things that God follows, and thus rules that you must follow as well. Are you interested?
The house is like, will I get to watch God walk through my hallways and, my rooms?
It's possible. Anything is possible with God.
Yeah. Anything is possible with God, even the petty entertainment of watching someone wander the endless twisting halls for eternity.
See, I myself was lost in the woods until God helped me find my purpose and brought me to merge myself. Which was good, because I look remarkably like just a smaller version of God. Wild coincidence if you think about it, but it was really good for me. It was really good for merch. It was really good for Fun Guide. Really a win-win-win all around. Would you be interested in a win-win as well?
You're gonna have to roll persuasion.
Please roll good. Please. Please, dice, roll a 20 just for me. Listen to my voice.
No! You forgot the D!
Fuck, okay, hold on. I was so excited.
No! 7.
It's because I didn't tell the rest to roll 20 that time.
You didn't tell what?
I didn't tell the dice to roll 20 that time.
F in the chat.
We're converting this house whether it wants it or not.
Now, hold on. I think the house is just like, I don't look anything like a mushroom.
You don't have to look like a mushroom. This is a win-win for me and you. For you, you get to see God within you. And for me, I don't have to kill you. Because, to be honest, that would be really hard because you are a large house. And for two, I don't really have the time, so it'd be an inconvenience, to be honest.
The house is like, didn't you say God would be the one to kill me?
Yes, God would be the one to kill you, but I would have to call God into the space, which is its whole deal, you know. You gotta get the ritual prepared, get all the ingredients for it. I'd probably do it on the lawn because you'd probably force me out, but if I did do it. But it'd still take a bit of time, but then God would kill you, yes.
Why would I want God in my hallways if God wants to kill me?
God wouldn't want to kill you if you followed God. That's the thing. You don't even have to fear God if you're part of merch.
So then I could keep people if I was.
Unfortunately, that is against the rules of God, and if you were to keep people, God would kill you. But if you followed God, you would not do that for one, but also you would have God in your house. There's a lot going on in this room.
I think Finn has picked up the book and started looking at it because the house cannot.
It's, it's kind of like, you know, like a children's like Bible, how it's like kind of like
Oh,
censored in some stuff, but it's very like childish in how it presents its stories.
does it have illustrations?
It does, in fact, have illustrations. It, it's like a fun guide themselves. What weren't like originally someone who was of this plane, but just kind of like found this planet and just like observed it and enjoyed its creatures and all.
Hmm.
And it's really a lot about the cycle of like, you know, decay, rebirth, decay, because that's how Fun Guide functions.
Mhm. Mhm. Uh.
But that's like half the book, and the other half is how you two yourself can help out with the cycle. In small ways, you can ease the decay of like those less fortunate than you. You you could punch a rich person.
You can what?
You could punch a rich person, ease the decay of those less fortunate than you. You know, easy things that everyone can do. Fun,
uh.
fun guys
Roll.
really of the opinion they've had it too good for too long.
Roll persuasion again.
Now this time, roll a 20.
Remember the T. Okay. 12 is a little better.
It's not 20, but it's better. We'll get there.
I think the house's next question would be like, what is God like?
Yeah. What's the sense of God is like someone you can really confide in, you know, tell them your secrets and, you know, your regrets and everything. And God would be there to ease your burden. They're very helpful in this stuff, you know. They're so someone that observes you and you can observe back. You could say they're kind of like, you know, a friend. And God is making so many like hand and arm motions while doing this to like illustrate their point.
Mm, yeah, I
Like I
think.
said, hmm?
No, you go.
But like I said, God brought me to two merchants themselves. They helped me out in a situation where I was kind of down in the dumps, that being the woods. And so I wouldn't be here without them. They helped me, so they'll help you if you need it.
Hmm.
So, such as this decay here, you would have reached the end of your cycle. God can help you be reborn into a new house, a much nicer house with really nice wallpaper. What kind of wallpaper you like?
uh, think the house is like, I don't want to be a new house.
Do you not want to be remodeled? Do you just want to stay this nice as this? Chibi'gi'd's not being like accusing or anything. They're just like legit questioning.
Uh, What does the house want?
We're not going to turn you into a townhouse or anything. Don't mistake me for that. Insult a mansion by turning it into a townhouse. What next?
I think the house is like, I liked when I was new.
Well, you
I
can be
think.
new once again. You've decayed much, but Merchism is about the cycle of rebirth through decay. You've already decayed, so if you followed Merchism, you could be reborn back into your new state.
But I don't want to be new all over again.
Do you want to keep some of the old?
I want to keep thinking.
Well, it's good to think. Can I leave the house to think for a bit and just
No, out of character. They want to keep the ability to think. They did not have that when they were new.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna take away your you-ness. This is a new thing for you. We're going to allow you to keep this. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how your walls are like the wallpaper's kind of like peeling off and like the wood's faded and everything. Your body, not your mind. We were gonna leave the house for a bit, and I was just gonna wander the halls, come back to the room, keep thinking about God.
That's not leaving the house. That's still in the house.
Everywhere's the house if you think about it.
I mean, you said wander the halls. The halls are still part of the house.
I mean, yeah, but I'm talking to the house.
So if you want to leave the room, you can.
No, just what does it think about my new thing about it not just the mind, not. Sorry, I'm having a stroke. The body, not the mind. I have to keep rolling persuasion.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Come on, be good. Why is that worse? I like the aesthetic of peeling wallpaper.
Roll an insight check on the house.
Oh, cool. What's insight? Oh, +5. Pog.
Good luck.
8. Dice hate me.
What can I give you for an 8?
I was just thinking.
The house does not like being in disrepair, but does not necessarily want to be reset to being new. You can't tell the reasoning why, because you rolled an 8.
It hates construction crews.
Oh my god.
Do you like wallpaper house? What should I call you? I can't just keep calling you house. That's not really a name. This isn't an FPS with Finn, it's an FPS with a house.
It is. The house is like, I am the Everett Estate.
All right. First name Everett, last name State. So Everett, do you like what kind of wallpaper would you like? Let's just start there because we can see a lot of this room is already peeling. Do you want it like the same as it was, just newer, or would you like something different? We're talking touch-ups here, nothing major.
Yeah, the house still seems kind of.
Yeah, this is worse.
What?
I'm just looking at nuts and bolts.
Yeah, the house still seems kind of hesitant about the idea of actually replacing anything in the concrete versus the abstract.
Is it? Is there anything in the room that's like small and like kind of broken?
Sure, I'll say there's like a broken table lamp on the end table.
Uh, would mending be able to fix that then?
Yes.
Okay. Chibi'gi'd just like kind of turns to the end table lamp, and they're just like, "See, with the power of God, I can do this." And they hold out their hand and cast mending on the lamp.
Okay. I think how that's gonna go. Uh, the room does start shaking when you do that, and like rattling around all the things on the tables and the shelves. Uh, the house is like, no, put it back.
But what? Did you not want it to stay broken?
And the house is like, Austin broke that running through the room when he was 7.
Oh, you want to keep the memories. I
Yes.
see. I don't know how to undo mending. I got a hammer, but can I roll to reverse mending?
I mean, I don't think you can. The house is just gonna be upset now.
Yeah, it's a bit upsetting now.
Mhm.
I see. Unfortunately, I can't undo that, seeing as it was magic. However, I think we can come to a compromise.
And the house is like, compromise?
This is sort of like a win-win situation once more. But if you tell us what you want to be repaired, and we can keep what you want to, like the memories you hold, or perhaps you just get like a professional cleaning. Like this room is very dusty right now. You can agree, right?
And the house is like, no one's been in here in a while.
We can get like a professional cleaner to come in and help, make it shiny and nice again. I'm not sure about shiny. I don't think there's any metal in here besides the lamps, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. You could get like wood floors polished. That's shiny.
Yeah.
Uh,
And and if we do that and make you all nice and stuff, Finn could hold parties here, and then you don't even have to take people. They'll just be here enjoying the time. Yeah, we're gonna bring Finn into another, like, mini curse.
I mean, they're still stuck with the house. The first curse has not been broken. It's just the house is less kidnappy now. But Finn looks up from the like fungi at you book and is like, "I'll do what?"
If we're gonna have the house be nice, it wants some people here, I think. And one god, even though they are magnificent and holy, would not do that for them, I think.
Finn's like, I guess I could do that. Yeah, I've sort of been doing that already, just differently.
Yeah, and plus you could have kids over here without them being in the danger of losing out on a whole life. Still not over that.
Yeah, Finn looks kind of guilty. He's like, yeah. Uh, yeah. So Finn agrees. They can do that.
Would you be happy with that, Everett?
And the house is like, yeah, it would be nice to hold parties again.
Magnificent. The fun guide motions to the book in, like, Finn's lap or wherever they put it. Now you keep that, as well as the mushroom gift I brought. Uh, I'll take the anti-house propaganda because we don't need that anymore.
Yeah, I think that's still like stuck to the wall of the entrance hallway a little
Yeah.
bit, so you'll have to get that on the way out. But yeah, the door does open back onto the entrance hallway, so you can retrieve it.
Fun guide hops off the chair and they just, like,
Chibi
scramble over to it. Or Chibi'gi'd,
Chibi'gi'd,
yeah.
yeah.
God's here, in spirit. Ish. They go grab the paper, shove it in the inventory.
Yeah, the house
But
seems relieved at that. There is a draft down the hallway that might be a sigh of relief.
now, just remember, you just can't take people, and this whole deal will be nice and well. God will be in your halls as well as, like, the party. Maybe even parties if Finn is willing.
Finn is looking a little bit overwhelmed at what you're volunteering them for, but they're not arguing. And the house is like, uh, so they're not mine?
It's more like you're borrowing them for a time. Which
Borrowing.
you could think as even better than just having them. Because they go and then bring back more experiences as they come back. Which, if Finn throws a good party in your gracious house, they probably will come back.
Oh. They do get boring. after a few decades.
It probably would with people just looping through the same rooms. But if they come back in, new stories.
New
They've grown up,
stories.
maybe.
Yeah, the house seems content with that idea.
Perfect. We've converted a house.
You've not converted the house, but the house is not
Soon.
hostile.
One day we'll convert that house.
You have made progress. You have made, let's say, 7 to 10% progress in converting this house.
We'll come back in a few like months or like a year or something. We'll convert the house. It's an eventuality.
It's gonna take more than one visit.
That's how we solve the cycle breakers, you know.
Oh my god. I'm gonna throw you.
Solve the cycle breakers. We do paperwork, we follow up, we convert them. It all works out.
Yeah. Finn looks a little bit confused, but you know. Yeah, Finn's like, that seems like a weird way to deal with heretics, but it's not, it's your religion, so.
They're not heretics if they're part of the religion.
Okay, there is, I think, an FPS booked at 7, so we gotta wrap up. So, Chibi is hiding out, heading out.
Hiding out in the heading out.
One of the two.
They wave at Finn, and they like gently pat on the walls of the house.
The house this time does not violently rattle in an attempt to throw their hands off, so that's progress.
It's great progress.
And
Chibi'gi'd does a little bow at the door. I assume like Finn opened it for them.
Yes, the front door has been opened. The house might have opened it itself, but
one of them.
And like
doesn't.
Finn nods back at you. I don't think they can really wave. They don't really have hands, but
yes. But Chibi'gi'd does a little bow. They wave and they go, "All right, I'll be, gone for now." And then they give a little wink, but it's like you cannot tell if it's a wink or like not because they have only the one eye.
Yeah. And the house is like, for now.
And then Chibi'gi'd walks out.
Okay. That was fun. Thank you for playing with me, Alex. Thank you for listening, everyone who's listening either live or to the recording.
And make sure to not break the cycle, or else God will kill you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording. Good